Ooh.
All right, I know, man. We've done that too many times, man. I don't like being the guy behind. I don't.
Right.
I just like being able to press record,
Right.
you know, and just
Get to the end, like, oh, we ain't even get it, y'all.
just let it happen.
You
Just
should
let
do
it-
that at the end of every episode. Just be like, hey, we ain't
And
even
see-
recorded,
and
bro.
just see-
And just get the record.
Get the reaction.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We was high.
Be like, oh man, I've actually started the show a few times and had like great, with like 4 or 5 minutes in,
Yeah.
flowing, and then
Yeah.
and then you try to recreate it, and you're just like,
re-dramatization is never the
nah,
same.
It's never the same.
It's never the same.
So, I usually like the guests to introduce themselves,
All
and I always explain it, but I think it's cooler because then I'm just hyping you up.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I want you
Sure.
to hype yourself up, or how would you like to be introduced? So,
All right.
here we
Well,
go.
I go by DJ.Fresh, aka the world's freshest, better known as DJ.Fresh, DJ.Fresh, DJ.Fresh.
Mhm.
I'm a DJ, producer, musician, composer, father, positive thought practitioner, and everything else in between, man.
Yeah, so you've kind of like been in orbit with the gang,
Yeah.
since you work with Currency, and
sure.
I think we've like met before or
Yeah.
been on the tweets
All that.
or something. But I've only got to really get to know you within the last year or so.
Yeah.
You moved to Vegas recently,
Yeah.
and just like going through your shit and just all the people that you've worked with, like
Long roster.
yeah, I mean, and it's kind of low key with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not from the West Coast, so
Okay.
your name.
But you
Probably,
from the Midwest, though, right?
well, I'm
Pittsburgh.
from Pittsburgh. I'm from Philly
Okay, yeah,
originally,
that's
so like East Coast, and
East
then
Coast for sure.
then Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I'll just admit it. Like there's names in the West Coast that
Yeah.
that didn't ring for me for a while, but then when you visit those places and you hear those names, like. You start to recognize who those people are, like Big Von, for example.
Yep, shout out Von.
Yeah, exactly. So like I didn't really know about Von until like later, and then I'm just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like E40 shouting him out of
Yep.
on this shit,
Yeah.
and the legend that he is.
Yep.
And so I kind of feel like that's like you.
Yeah. Well, what happened with is there was the saying used to be 6 degrees of separation.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I seen it go from 6 to 5 to 4
Yep.
to 3 to
Right.
2 to it's like damn near 1. We damn near 1 or 2 separations from anybody who we're trying to get in contact with.
Right, anybody.
So I've been doing it for so long. I started when I was 9. I'm 42, and if you just keep doing it, you keep keep working. Like it's just a matter of time before you tap in with everybody. And as long as you keep your work ethic high and everything else high, like it'll all start to work.
But I
out for you.
think the confidence really lays into that you're good at something.
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
By the
Is that
grace
you're
of God.
really, and that's like what I try to tell.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are just trying to be cool guys in the game,
Yeah.
right? And I always tell my young homies, I'm like, look, no one ever calls me and says, you know any cool guys?
Yeah.
They're always like, I need a producer. I need, they're like, hey, a guy who is just cool? Like, and that's how I try to tell these young kids, because they think that they're like a Swiss Army knife, but the reality is like, we need people that are good at something.
Yeah. Hard work matters, talent matters, and
You got it all, man. Like it's just fun watching like you getting to know you just from connecting and being like, damn, he was doing serious DJ shit,
sure.
competitions.
Yeah.
You're a musician.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then just watching, all your whole discography, coming from like the 2000s and all the way here. You have something every single year consistent.
Yeah, constantly working.
And of course the sound is crazy. And then like,
Appreciate it.
then you're just
Appreciate
like on tour with the living legends and
Yeah,
just doing
legends,
shit like that. So it's
everything,
like, dude,
everything.
you are well established.
Yeah, I'm hip hop, I'm music, I'm all that. You know what I mean? I just love to work. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a person where I let my work speak for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we're in a time where like you do got to be more front and center, which I'm cool with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But I always want to lead with the work because I can talk it all, but I can walk.
Well,
Shit,
the
you
thing
know
that
what
I
I'm saying?
know that you definitely have, and I think that this is a lot of like, you don't hear this a lot, is I forgot the word I was gonna say. What the fuck, man? Stoner fucking moment. Is that you have it starts with a D. What's the word am I looking for?
Drive.
Not just drive. You just have like the consistency,
discipline.
That's the word.
My favorite word.
Yes, that discipline.
Discipline.
That's the one thing I know from you.
Yeah.
Is that you definitely have just this discipline, because ever since you started coming back on the radar, or just like me meeting you, like you just haven't stopped.
Yeah, never stopped.
And then the mind frame of it too is good. Like you've given a lot of people gems like on your Twitter, and just like but it's not too preachy. It's not like, but it's just like your consistency.
Yeah. I say that all the time. I say the best things come to those who work hard consistently, not occasionally.
Right. And you wake up, you said you work out, you wake up,
I'm
you
up
work
at
out.
5, 6, 7 a.m.
Tell me about the discipline, because I feel like people need to hear that, because people definitely catch the producer sort of like, okay, he's a producer, he's hot, blah, blah, but like.
Well, listen. Like, that's why you always got to pay attention to the verbs, not the words. And we are all our habits.
Right.
All of us are habits. And if we weren't, then it'd be easy for a drug addict to not be a drug addict no more.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Right. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing frequently is your frequency. Shout out 19 Keys. Right. Whatever you're doing frequently is your frequency. So you got to get to a space where, like, if you say you want to do something, right? Because the best way to change who you are is to change what you do.
Right.
You feel me? If you want to go higher, you got to get rid of some. You only get a certain amount of energy every day.
Right.
You feel me? So you got to have. That's where that discipline come in. Like, man, I don't feel like doing this right now, but I'm gonna do it though. And look, you might not feel like go to a work that you hate doing, right? But you got to do it because you got to pay them lights. Okay, so you mean to tell me you got the opportunity to do what you love to do every day,
right? And
you ain't gonna do it,
right? And I'll be honest, I struggle with that because.
Everything a struggle. It's okay to struggle though.
Right.
But because, it's a mindset though.
Well, the good thing is that I've done it before.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, so I've been telling people about, what's next for me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, I know I could basically do anything I wanted to.
You could do anything, man.
I know that part because I did it. You know, I was like the way that
Look where we at.
Yeah. Well, just the way I approached DJing. And just like how I did it in Pittsburgh, like it didn't, it didn't matter about money. It was just like yes, just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, if I could choose, if I wanted to spend 10 hours in the studio every day, or if I wanted to choose 10 hours, and so I just think that like sometimes like. That part is hard for me right now as far as discipline's concerned, because I'm just like, I know I could do anything. I just gotta fucking choose it.
But see, for me, I'm taking it a step further. Like I separate Marcus Brown from DJ.Fresh, right?
Okay.
And when I say discipline, I'm not just talking about the music. That's already in me. But I'm also saying, like, because I don't work 10-hour days neither. I might probably only work like 2 or 3 hours. I get into bed at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Right. I'm out unless I gotta go do something. I'm tapping out because I'm gonna get up at 5. But what I'm saying is though, having that discipline for like, man, let me go to the gym. Let me go. Right. Let me do this extra set. Let me practice my keys. Let me read. Let me, like, whatever it is I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just saying, just having that discipline.
Right. So did someone help you with that? Like, did you? I mean, I'm sure you had like your Yodas or whatever. Like, or was this just something?
It's just the way I grew up. Cause I grew up like, like you ain't no mistakes. You got, you know what I'm saying? So I always had that I always had the mentality of like, let me get it done. But also too though, like I also understand that we're in a competitive world, right? We're in a competitive sport, right? So and it's actually kind of easy because most people are lazy. Right. Most people don't like to learn. Right. If the only thing standing between me and my success is learning, most people are not going to want to learn it. We got Google, Chat, GPT, all these things. People still lazy, and so it's relatively kind of easy if you can have discipline and have consistency. You're gonna win. You might get there a little slower.
Right. Can I just say I admire that from you. Like, just because I'm looking at my journey, I'm just like, damn, man, you're helping me and you're inspiring me right now to just be like, you know what, just like let's go back to that discipline.
Yeah,
and go back to that.
Just a little bit, bro. It's a little bit at a time. Slow grind better than no grind. You feel me? And so just. Like I taught myself how to, like how you see me playing now. Right. I learned that in 4 years. Top of 2020 when everybody's stuck in the house for the most part.
What, the keys?
Yeah.
You weren't playing the keys like that back in the day?
Not at all.
Well, like in 20.
Not at all.
10.
Not at all.
Wow, dude.
I learned that in 2020. From 2020 to now, you feel me? Right. And I wasn't good. It take time. And that's the other thing too. People be rushing the process instead of trusting the process and just enjoying the process and just learning. When you learn more, you earn more. All these things I say to myself to keep myself going and also to inspire.
I love that. That's like spells, man. You telling
spells, me. Spells. Like spells. That's a real thing, man. These words are extremely powerful. What you say out and what you say to yourself. But I love it though. I'm like, man, once you unlock one level, it's like, dang, if I can learn how to do that, let me go try to learn how to do this, and let me try to learn how to do that.
So
use
like
your brain, you feel me?
So how did I think this is a good question, especially for producers. How did you build all these relationships? I mean, and I would guess that a lot of it was, when you from the Bay Area, right?
Yeah.
Like when you were younger, just like going to experience the scene and being a supporter of it.
Well, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh shit, okay.
Right? And again, it's like I started when I was 9. So you remember like Rock Raider was like my mentor.
Okay.
You feel me? So I used to go to New York. I used to go to the Bronx.
Personally?
Oh
shit. Like you used to fuck with, like
yes.
He used to teach you?
In real, like before the internet type shit.
Yeah, no, of course.
Not before the internet, but you know what I'm saying? Right. I used to go to, not all the time, but me and Total Eclipse. You asked Total Eclipse.
Of course.
He used to take me to a Rock Raider house and we would practice, you know what I'm saying? Before turns, it would be me, Raider, not Sinister, Eclipse, and we would just, DJ. I'm like 17, 16, young. But anyway, to answer your question though, just DJing and just being on the scene, doing battles and just networking and just just stay tapping in, and then like I would do shows with Common when he was Common Sense,
right?
You feel me? Back in the day, so you just build up your contacts over the years, and we also come from a time too when like being a DJ was like one of the most. I mean, it's still celebrated, but not like how it was back in the day. Like if you was a DMC champ back in the day, or ITF champ back in the day, rappers would know about it. Everybody would know about it. You feel me?
DJing to me, and I don't. This is just how I feel right now, right?
Yeah.
So you watching this 10 years from now or next week, mine might change. It feels a little silly to me right now.
It's very silly.
Okay,
man.
cool.
It's very silly.
Because when I try to have that conversation with other DJs, like it's their full-time shit. So like to them, you're like, what are you talking about? Because this is what we've known, what we do. But it feels a little silly right now to me.
Yeah, it's because anybody can easily. It's just not respected like the same way it was. It was like you used to have the equipment. Come on, man.
And I'm on like a guy that one of my biggest like music advice was from the roots, like never do what they do, right? So like when I was DJing, like it definitely wasn't a lot of people doing it. And now I just see which I'm happy for. Like I'm happy that people are TikToking it and doing all the things, but this is something silly about it right now for me that I'm trying to get over.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can like relate to that a little bit.
I'd be like, man, just respect me when the real ones come in the room. Just respect it. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? You go ahead and do what you do. You could be a laptop DJ. Well, I'm not even gonna clown you again. Because it's so easy and so accessible and silly, just as you said, it make my job a lot easier because I know for sure that I'm gonna stand out and nobody can do what I do. I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do. Vice versa. Woo, 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 woo. So you can go ahead and do that over there. You feel me?
Right.
But when the real ones come in the room, though, you feel me?
Right. Well, I want to go back to because I think Rock Raider, he helped a lot of people, and he was very serious.
Yeah, he was serious.
About it. What's that experience like? Just being with someone like?
No, that was. I mean, okay. So like before, again, like I'm an OG. I'm 42. Before I'm gonna get to that real quick. Before the internet, like the only DJing I knew was traditional mixtape DJing, right? Just blending songs, right? And then once I saw DJ battle videos, you feel me? I saw videos. There's no internet yet, so I wasn't exposed to this.
The Pickles verse,
all that, all that
on VHS.
I saw that, and Q-Bird and my guys too. But once I saw that like changed my way of DJing. Where I was like, okay, I want the word turntablist wasn't even out yet, right? But I was like, I want to study this style or whatever. So by the time I met Rock Raider, I was I was cool, but it's just greatness, man. Like I had idolized myself after him for a while. You feel me? While I was in my battle era mode. But yeah, it was amazing being around him, man. The last time I saw him was probably like 10 years later. I saw him with, or maybe more than that. I saw him with Busta Rhymes, and I was on tour with Raekwon at the time. And
were you DJing for Raekwon?
Yeah, I was DJing for Raekwon.
Well, keep going.
I was DJing for Raekwon from Wu-Tang, and I saw Busta Rhymes, and Rock Raider was Busta Rhymes DJ, and that was like the last time I saw him. It was like Rock the Bells, L.A. I can't remember where it was, but yeah, that was the last time I saw him. But that was good dude, man, special dude, and that was a great moment in hip hop. You feel in my career as well. You feel me?
Right. It is wild, just like all the cats that you look up to, and then now you're like standing next to them.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
a
working
fool,
with them.
man.
I still feel like a fan from 1990.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference between, and this is just my opinion, like kids now, they have, like you said, it's 1 degree.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I might stand next to like a Green Lantern or a Nas or do something, it to me is still like,
It's
just like, yo, I respect, which is helpful and also hurtful, because I think it stopped me from just like putting shit out there, because my bar is Nas, my bar is these guys, you know. And right now people just create and put shit out, and I wish I had that sort of less thinking about it too much. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta. That's something that you gotta get over on your own. But from the outside looking in, you solidify. Right. So you already know that.
No, I
but
that.
it's you gotta find the happy medium. But yeah, you right though, man. Like back in the day, like nobody takes autographs no more because they want the selfie. You know what I'm saying? Right. And back in the day, like, if you see an artist or whatever, you might not never see that person, let alone you might only see him in concert, but let alone like be close like how you and I are, right? But nowadays it could be goddamn whoever, anybody in the room, and then the average person is like, they be like, yeah, I'm a rapper, I'm such and such, and then our person like, yeah, well, I'm such and such too, and what, and you know what I mean? Let me get a picture with you real quick. It's about they likeness and their attention, what they're gonna get versus the actual admiration for the artist and the art. Right. So it's just a different time in all aspects. You know what I'm saying?
So you just dropped the Tonight Show, the compilation.
That's right. Yeah.
You got a lot of people on there.
My biggest album took me 3 years to make. It was the first time I dropped a major label album. It was on BMG, and we actually made history with that album. Shout out my manager Mark Breeze. But we made history with that album because they was like, y'all the first people we did business with. Right. That was able to drop a major label album like this with all these big artists, both independent and signed, and actually got everybody to sign off saying it's okay to do it. Whoa, that, like they said, nobody was ever able to do that before. Because
and is that like, would you attest that to your relationships with
it's all relationships?
With them?
It's all relationships. You know what I mean? Like it's because. Can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Because niggas don't like signing. You don't like signing. You know what I mean? It feels too much like oh, what am I signing?
What are you gonna do? With
right,
it?
Yeah. So like we got.
But is that a testament to your relationships or a testament to just how you carry yourself?
It's everything. It's everything. It's the relationships. It's God. I'd pray. Get this.
I mean, go ahead and list. I mean, you got E40, Casey Veggies, Currency, La Russell, Pilo,
Larry June. There's so many Nefta Pharaohs on there. It's what you said for
Lil B, Reverie,
Jay Worthy.
Problem
is on there.
Problem,
Stally from Ohio. Shout out Problem. He got to do something coming out quick. But yeah, it's Kaz from Dreamville is on there. Babyface Cuz, Mr. Fab is on there. I Am Sue is on there. I got a lot. I had more songs too. I got a deluxe.
Yeah, I like that you put the instrumentals out too.
Yeah. You know. So
let's get specific. I feel like I see you use AI for a lot of your art, right?
I use
and I love the way you do it because it just allows you to keep give a visual to like and that's something that I haven't really stepped in like using AI, but I'd like to hear it like because you're my age, so like.
Well, what I understand is about like you got to be okay. Look, right now we're in a change of time. So by the time we get to 2025 this year, next year, this time, it's gonna seem like so long ago, bro. Right. You feel me? Like when we get to 2025 or March, everything that we knew from in 2023 or in top of 2024 in January backwards, that's gonna seem like 5 years ago.
Right. It already does. Like
by the time we get to June, it's gonna seem like so long ago. Like everything happened so fast. So, but what I understand is though that's an opportunity. You feel me? It's just like, look, watch this. It's just like when the world went from traditional regular cell phones to smartphones, right? You remember back in the day when like if you want to know how to get somewhere, we used to get on MapQuest and we used to print it out, right? And then we have it in the car, with your girl, y'all navigating trying to get, and then we went to the phones, right? See, that was a transition, but now we in another major transition. We probably won't never see another transition this drastic in a long time. So, but anyways, though, that's an opportunity because you can be first with the knowledge. You can be first with all the tools that's coming out. And so by the time everybody else catches up, you feel me? Right. You'll be so far advanced in your way of thinking.
I see that from you, just the way that you drop visuals for your shit. And it's I don't want to say it's simple, but it's you're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I use it because all of them are just tools, bro. All this is just tools.
Can you give us what programs you using?
I use Adobe Firefly. That's like basically Photoshop.
Okay.
But it's an AI based version of it that they incorporated with. You feel me?
All right.
That's all a game I'm gonna give. I can't give up all my tools, but that's a good one though. Right. That's a good one. I'll give it to you off here.
Adobe Firefly.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you off here, but. Yeah, Adobe Firefly. ChatGPT got one too.
Have you used any AI in the music sense of it?
Yeah. There's a stem separator. There's an AI one called LA. I mean, Serato has it now, but I was using this last year.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to be first. Right. You want to be first with the knowledge.
Right.
But there's a stem separator called LAL, and you can basically put in like say you put in Standing on Business song you got right.
Yep.
And you could just get the drums if you want, or you could just get the chords if you want, or you could just, you know what I'm saying? So that's one way of using, but it's all AI based. You feel me?
I love that, man. Damn, you like a mad scientist, man.
I just understand you.
And I just feel like the best is yet to come for you, man.
Yeah,
I really feel that. I mean, just watching you move and knowing how creative you are, and there's like I love the mystery too, man. I think there's there's a mystery that people don't recognize. That I feel like mystery is a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what really did it though. It's putting God first.
And when you say that, can you go deeper on that? Like, what's that mean to you when people say you put God first? So what's that mean to you on like a daily basis?
Because this is what I say. I say I want for me what I want for me for sure, but I want for me what God wants for me even more. Mm-hmm. Because we as human beings, we don't always pick well.
Right.
You feel me? Right. So when you start putting, and I'm not talking about religion and that neither, not to get all deep into it, but like when you put God first, right, in everything that you do, what's gonna start to happen is your blessings is gonna start getting bigger.
But what's that specifically? So when someone hears that, like the gratitude, or you just making right decisions, or what does that mean to you? Like putting God first.
It's what it means. Everybody and their mama know right from wrong. It's just if you choose to ignore it or not. You feel me? You know right from wrong. You know good and goddamn well you shouldn't be doing this, or you might not should be doing that. You shouldn't indulge with this person. You shouldn't indulge with this. Woo. Right. You know it, but you ignore it, which is cool. You feel me? I'm at 42 and I came to this. I've been practicing this.
I mean, you haven't shot 100%, right? Like
I'll never be 100%. Right. Nobody can be nobody can be 100 except God. You can be 99 at best.
Right.
You feel me? But what I say is though, like once you start tapping in, once I started tapping into that, that's when everything got that's when my life really started to change. That's when all the blessings started. I'm talking about like on speed dial type. Like I pray for something that I want, and it happened like that, bro. But here go the thing though. Right. What I was saying is though, once you start getting them blessings like that, one God started blessing you big. Right. He gonna start testing you big too, and if you fail, them lessons gonna be big. You feel me?
Right. Man, you talking to me because even at my age, man, like making the right decisions, even for yourself, it's not easy, man.
I ain't no saint, but I'm not trying to be a saint, but I understand. You feel me? It's like I can't ask for this, right?
Right.
And then get that. But then I'm still moving like how I shouldn't be moving in this world. You feel me? Yeah. You can't have one without the other. You feel me?
Damn, man, you set me right in the. Damn, man.
You feel me?
Hey, French fries. I feel bad eating French fries.
Nah, but hey, listen. It's just. Hey, I
love that, man.
It's levels though. It's just levels.
I need to hear that, man.
It's just levels. It's levels and stuff. Like I'm trying to. This probably like my fifth time trying to quit drinking. You feel me? Like I'm almost like 3 months in.
Okay.
You feel me? But no, that ain't cause like I'm having like no like condition or nothing like that. That's just me understanding like, you know what? I know if I can cut this out, my life gonna get better.
Right. So Wiz actually he stopped drinking for a year.
Yeah, that's dope.
And he literally like last weekend started like picked it up again.
Yeah.
But for him to be able to do that was very special to him,
That's
and be
what
like,
I'm
I
saying.
could choose to do that. Now he's like, I'm gonna go back and have some fun again.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
you know,
That's what it's about.
things in seasons. You know, things in seasons.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Wiz, 'cause Wiz inspired me to start getting in the gym. I could he's disciplined. I think like I haven't been around Wiz that much, even though we got so much music. But what I can tell from him is he's a person that like once he makes his mind up about something, he can stick to it.
Right.
That's how I am too. Like once I make my mind, like I'll be loyal to a fault. I'll be loyal to the wrong situation sometimes. You feel me?
Right.
But once I make my mind up that like, you know what, this is what it's gonna be, and it ain't nothing. God Himself gonna have to come down here and say, "Hey, Fresh, whoop."
Right.
I'ma stick to it. You feel me?
I love that, man. This dude is like, this is not a podcast at all. I'm like, this is like a therapy session, and you were speaking to me honestly because there's a lot that you do that I hope that I'll have. Just putting in that time. I mean, even just hearing that you got how many keyboards you got, man?
It's about this. It's like this. It's about 14.
Yeah.
15,
So just even hearing that you just kind of picked that up during COVID, man. I'm just like, that's so inspiring to me.
Yeah, I taught myself saxophone. Like I'm about to drop an all saxophone album. I'm gonna have artists on there. Now I'm not hella good at sax, but I'm efficient though.
Right.
I can get the job done.
Right.
You feel me?
So for young producers out there, young DJs, man, like what advice would
My
you?
advice?
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to be able to do this consistently and persistently for 10 years.
Right.
You might get it in 20. It took me 25, almost 30. But if you got the mindset of like, damn, that's a lot of time, you already done lost. Now watch this though. If the average life expectancy of a man is between, 70 and 80, 20, 30 years is not a long time to dedicate towards something that you say you want to do for the rest of your life.
Right.
You're gonna spend more time talking about it and wasting time tripping about it than actually just doing it and taking steps towards it. You feel me?
Right. Damn, man. You got my shit.
Hey, if you want to get different, you gotta do different.
No, I see it. I love that, man. So is there artists, like you worked with a lot of artists, what's like your list of artists that you have not worked with yet?
That I want to?
Yeah. Or like, or you would love to do like a full Tonight Show or like, or whatever comes to mind.
I want to do something with Jay-Z. I want to do something with Anita Baker. And I would love to do something with who else? I recently did some dope shit with Don Toliver.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I actually sent you that yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you were on his ass album.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the
Love Sick Deluxe.
What's
the first song on the album.
What was it?
No Pole.
No Pole.
Yeah.
And he just performed it at Rolling Loud.
He performed it Roll Out. Now watch this though. I made that beat in 2020 is when I made that. So me and Cardo made that together.
Okay. Shout out to Cardo.
So remember when I said, shout out Cardo. Remember when I said, when you learn more, you earn more, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was at the beginning when I first started learning music theory. If I had never would have learned that would have never happened.
So before that though, you were just kind of making beats as like
I was just going off
hip hopper, like
I was just going off of ear. I was a sample producer, and I still sample.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now I can replay the samples. Now I can, you know what I'm saying? I would try to get around, but I had no understanding. Now if you could play me any song now. Especially if it's on the radio, you can give me a keyboard, I can figure out the chords, I can play it, I can replay it, I can reharmonize it. I understand the language of music now.
So was there like specific like lessons you took, or you just taught yourself, or just
I bought some courses. I invested in myself. You feel me? I bought some courses, and my guy Kev Choice, he's like one of the best piano players, like literally in the world. You feel me?
Right.
And so, you get better when you hang around people who are better than you. You feel me? And so just watching him and just he's so good. Just watching him, you're gonna learn. You feel me?
Right.
But and my nephew Julian Avila too. He's also one of Larry June's producer. But I bought some courses. You feel me? I bought like 3 courses, and I just learned it. I learned it.
And were they specifically like keyboard ones?
Yep. Straight pianos. Like learning the majors, learning the minors, the dominants, suspendants, all. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were playing like your whole life, man.
No, I wasn't playing. I've been making beats my whole life. Like like I said, I started DJing when I was 9 to 18. That was like my DJ part of my career. I was only DJing battles, mixtapes, like parties, clubs, all that. And then like from 19 to pretty much maybe 35, 37, 36, I was only producing. Moving out here, like I bridged them both together. You know what I'm saying? Once they came out with the Rain 1, where it had the stems, it was like I was able to like blend my world of DJing and my world of producing together, because I wasn't DJing for a long time. You feel me? I was just straight producing. But as soon as I got back on it, it all just came back full circle. I had 1/3 in the nation in ITFs. I was second in DMC and DC. I never made it to DMC USA, but I made it to ITF USA. I had 1/3 in that. I had battled Snake Eyes. Way back in the day. It's way back in the day. But then after that it was a straight Tonight Show, and I started producing. Fab, Mr. Fab, 40s, Messy Mars, bunch of Keek the Sneaks. I started in the Bay. As far as
what was the move from Baltimore to the Bay? Like, how did you end up in the Bay?
So my mom moved us to the Bay and did the whole back and forth.
How old were you then?
I was 9.
Oh shit.
Like 11, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Right.
And I did the whole back and forth thing because my pop still lived on the east, but my mom was on the west. And I was going back and forth. That's also a big part of how I was able to network with everybody, because I was doing my thing in California, and I was doing my thing in Virginia, and I was doing my thing in New York, and then I would come back out to California, and then I come back to, what I'm saying? So for years, my teenage years, I'm doing this.
The influence.
The influence.
Like, you learning from.
Yeah.
That was before the internet.
That was before the internet, where so like styles were so separate back then, and wasn't like this. Everybody sound the same type of thing. Like that was a crime back in the day. But
so that's a blessing though, to be able to like come up in the Bay, and like, because the Bay is strong.
The Bay's the Bay, yeah.
They strong.
Yeah, man. And then so fast forward, I probably to date, when it comes to like other people's albums that I fully did, instrumental albums, as well as my own Tonight Show series. I probably got 150 projects on the market. I'm over 1,000 songs on the market, and I'm like I said, I just released the biggest album of my career. Me and Currency got another Tonight Show about to come out.
What would you say to a person? Not me.
All right.
I'm just saying. No. What would you say to a person that's just like scared to put shit out, man? Because I feel like artists are very sensitive, and like you got to
get over that.
Yeah,
it's like being scared to holler at a woman. You know what I mean? Right. Don't fear the rejection. But at the same time, though, you got bona fide stripes behind you, though. You feel me? You got like real stripes. But you know what though? Never mind the woman, right? Never mind that analogy. I'll give you another one. If it sound good to you.
Right.
Bro, you don't rock clubs with thousands of people.
Right.
So whatever you make, or whoever has this fear, right?
Right.
If it sound good to you, that's all that matters. And it's gonna sound good to somebody else too. Now I can say that for anybody. If it sound good to you, then run with it. If it sound good to your ear, run with it. If it sound good to you though, you for sure run with it, because you done rock hella people. So you feel me? If it sound good to you, then that motherfucker sound good.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that time, man. Time is probably the hardest thing.
The time is right now.
But I'm just saying, no excuses.
Yeah, the time is right now.
I need to hear this. This is not a podcast, right? This is therapy. And I'm so glad that we got to cross paths.
For sure, man.
I think there's definitely a part 2, 3, 4 of just getting to know DJ.Fresh.
I'm gonna give you one though real quick. I got a tweet from cause I knew you before you knew me. The first time I met you, the first time I seen you actually didn't see me. You didn't know me yet. Was
help me remember. I've always had.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
Right, cool.
I had a show. We were at the same. I opened up for y'all. Me and my guy Grouch. You know Grouch.
Yeah. Yep.
We opened up for you and Wiz. This is in Hawaii. This is before I can't remember what app was out yet, but he was with
Amber
Rose at the time. She was there. I think it was her birthday.
Yep.
I want to say
she sang happy birthday. I have that video on my YouTube actually.
It was something like that. Yep. Yeah. It was and but I seen you rock that crowd, man. I seen you rock that crowd, and I was like, man, bro, I was up there killing it. I didn't know who you was, and then I met you, and we exchanged lines. I got your Twitter. Twitter was the thing.
Was
at
it?
The time.
Yeah.
And I tapped in with you, and we spoke. You was cool, all the shit. But I knew you. But fast forward 10 years or whatever, right? And then when the opportunity came around for me to start working with Wiz again, I remember I had hit you. I don't think you had seen it, but I just say all that to say that like you just never know where you're gonna end up, and you never know how like people gonna tap in with each other later on down the line. Because to me, I don't like when somebody say no. If I want to do something with somebody, somebody say no. I don't hear no. I just hear not right now.
Right.
You feel me?
Nah. I love it, man. You got so many gems.
The
one thing you've been saying a lot, play ball.
Play ball. You know what I'm talking about? It's time to go, man. Drop that shit right now. As a matter of fact, as soon as the podcast's over, whatever you think about doing, just put it out, bro. Put a release date on it and put it out, bro.
I'm gonna do that.
Just do it.
I'm gonna do that.
We can do one too. But yeah, play ball just mean like it's go time. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're the one that said what was it like 2020 forward?
2020 forward.
Yeah, he's
2024 word.
It's the guy right here.
2024, not 2024. Right. 2024, 2020 fast forward for real.
Now I like you guys to get to know DJ.Fresh even more. Check out his music.
We over there? For sure.
The timeless, the sound of your last project, the Tonight Show compilation, is that just like. That West Coast feeling real good.
Yeah.
Like kind of Battle Cat sort of good feeling.
Shout out.
Shit.
Yeah,
so,
check it out.
Definitely worth checking out. And it's timeless. That's the one thing I love about what your music is. It's super timeless. You know exactly where you're doing, exactly where you're going. And I must say,
man, I appreciate that.
I haven't been this inspired in a while, like just sitting. And that's like something that I've been saying to myself recently is like, and I can admit this, like music hasn't necessarily been driving me.
Yeah.
It's people.
Yeah.
And like that. Music right now has been my vehicle. And I think I need to like get back to just connecting like this in a real way. Cause this is inspiring, like when you have a platform or people know who you are, you like try to uphold like this whole thing. But I think what's really real is everything you're saying is like doing the work behind closed doors. And you really got me really motivated with, putting God first. And
put God first, man.
And I think
one step at a time.
Even asking someone that, like, what's that mean? I've never really asked someone what that means because you hear it all the time, put God first, but what's that mean? But, how you shared it and the words you chose today really, I would say, affected me today. So thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate them words of power, King.
No, I appreciate you. DJ.Fresh, get to know him. Where can they find you, man?
IG is DJ.Fresh, DJ.Fresh, all correct spelling. DJ.Fresh, DJ.Fresh, DJ.Fresh 3 times, just like that. You gotta say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. Right. You feel me? And you can check out my website, DJ.Fresh The Tonight Show, DJ.Fresh TheTonightShow.com. And you can also check out DJFreshX3.com. That's DJFreshX3.com. Easy to find, man. Tap in with me. I tap in with those who tap in with me. I function with who function with me. Come with me positive. I come right back with you the same energy. And I play ball, man. DJ Bonics.
Hey, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to Jardin Premium Cannabis Dispensary Pod. And normally I have these joints rocking for 15 minutes, but I wish I could go 15 hours, man. I think you have a lot of gems.
Anytime,
I'm gonna tap into you, and we're looking forward to see what DJ.Fresh got next.
Let's get it, man. Much love. Appreciate you.
DJ.Fresh. We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That was dope.
Oh, that was perfect, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, man.
Jardín, Las Vegas.